Hey guys, Justin Bryant here from selfmadesuccess.com. In this video, I'm going to show you 10 unique internet business ideas for 2017 that you probably haven't heard of. And these businesses are all online based, of course. So all you need is a computer and the internet to get started with these. They're very cheap, if not free to start. So you don't need a lot of background skills in these areas. You don't need a lot of capital to get started. And they're pretty unique. In other words, they're things that you probably would never think of when it comes to starting a typical business. So the first one I want to show you is app referrals. So one thing you can do is actually refer people to free apps. And if you want a list of 10 or so great referral programs that are from mobile apps that you can get with your smartphone, frugalforless.com has a great list here of apps that actually have high paying referral programs, which means you can make a lot more money from getting other people to use the app than from just you using the app. So if you have an app that has to do with, say, watching video ads, and they pay you a certain amount of money to use that app and watch those ads. Well, you'll make a lot more money if you get paid to get other people to do the same thing, whether it's a flat fee or you get a percentage of whatever points they earn. So, as a side note, I'm going to have a link in the description in the first couple sentences for this video that will have all the links, resources, show notes, and related content to this video. So don't worry about memorizing any of these websites or anything like that. So when you go to this page, you'll notice that Ibotta is one that you can look at. They pay out very well for referrals. And you can see that they pay out $10 per referral. That means when you get somebody else to use the app, you get paid $10 when they sign up and use it. Checkout 51's another one. You get a referral bonus of $5 after your friend starts using it for the first time. So you have Boom Gift, you have Swag Bucks, you have a lot of great apps. Ebates pays you quite a bit. And you can use these apps, and it's a lot more profitable to get hundreds or thousands of people to get referred to the app than it is for you to spend hours each day trying to make money watching videos or playing games on the app or whatever it tells you to do. Instead, build an army of people doing that stuff, and you just make money from whatever they do. It saves you time and makes you more money this way. And these apps are free to do, so a lot of people will give them a chance and actually try them because they don't have to pay anything to do it. So definitely look into promoting referral apps. As an example, you'll find this post here has some referrals, just to give you an idea of what you could do to promote these apps. This is on the pennyhoarder.com, which is like a money making site or money management site, whatever you want to call it. 32 free apps that help you make money with your phone. So they list a bunch of apps, and some of these have an affiliate link, which means they refer you to use the app using their referral code or affiliate link, which gets them some kind of bonus or get paid in some way, just like you do with these different referral apps. So what you could do is you could make a blog post and just list a bunch of cool apps. You could do it on a YouTube video, you could do it in a podcast episode, you could do it on social media. If you don't want to start a blog, you could do it on LinkedIn publishing. Just get a LinkedIn account and publish stuff there. Those are just some ways that you can promote these free apps and get referral income. Number 2, you can do fantasy sports. A lot of people never think to do fantasy sports as a business, but it's actually something that's becoming more and more common. typically people that are successful doing this are people that are good with numbers. So if you're good with numbers, you might want to give this a chance, especially if you like sports. But some people that don't even care about sports are actually making six figures or more per year just playing fantasy football, fantasy basketball, fantasy baseball, etc. So I did a video called How to Make Money Playing Fantasy Sports. If you type that in on YouTube, it'll be one of the top results. This is what it looks like. I did this very recently, and it teaches you step by step what these people do to make a living playing fantasy sports and what you're going to need. So you go through the entire step by step process for what to do, and that will help you get an idea of where to start and what to get set up. But typically, you're going to need a spreadsheet, or you can use some online tools that are free to use to allow you to crunch the stats of the players and use, say, FanDuel or DraftKings, which are daily fantasy sports sites, to make a lot of money. And because you can play on a daily basis on those sites instead of just doing season long, you can make a lot of money each day and build an income for yourself. So check out that video if you want to make money from fantasy sports, and that will really help you turn maybe a side hobby into an income. Number 3, Amazon CPM ads, which is when you get paid for every 1,000 views instead of CPC ads, which is where it's cost per click, which means you have to get people to click your ads on your website. This is just based off of every 1,000 impressions, every 1,000 views by people on your website, you get paid a certain amount. So this can be better in many ways because you don't have to worry whether people will click your ads or not. So a lot of people think of Amazon Associates as just for affiliate marketing, which is where you, of course, refer people to buy a product and then you get a commission. But instead of that, it also covers these advertising networks where, for example, if you want to read this review, I'm showing you a couple things in this page. It's on Fat Stack's blog. This is the guy that makes quite a bit of money from advertising. He does a review of the CPM ad network. But what it would do is it would compete with AdSense. So ads like these, like this ad right here. Okay, this is an ad you can see for HostGator. There's an ad right here. There's an ad down here on this blog. So many blogs make money off of just advertising like this. And instead of these being AdSense ads, it would be very similar, except it would be from the Amazon ad network. So that's basically what it looks like. You see ads on all kinds of different websites, big and small. And it's just a great way to make passive income from your traffic. So if you want to get started with this, I have a page here that you can look at. It's called affiliate-program.amazon.com/help. You go here, I'll have a link to this, of course, in the show notes, but it shows you all the commonly asked questions about Amazon Associates and their CPM ad network and how to kind of get set up with that. Also, you want to go ahead and log in or join now. If you don't have an account with Amazon Associates, you just go to affiliate-program.amazon.com to do that. And they allow you to not only do affiliate marketing, but get set up with their CPM ad networks. So you can make money a couple different ways just with an Amazon Associates account, which is completely free to start. So look into that. You also want to read this review here from somebody who has made about $100 per day doing this with Amazon ads. And it really goes in detail about how it works and whether or not you should try it. Number 4, you can sell amateur photos. So obviously I can cover stock photography and things like that, but you really need to be pretty professional if you're going to do that. Instead, it's a lot easier to get into selling amateur photos. So people might use them for stock photography, but they might use them for other things like presentations. They might use them for videos. They might use them just to um, put in social media or something. Who knows? But people can buy photos that you take on your smartphone. So there's a couple apps that allow you to do this. One of them is called Fope, and Fope allows you to download an app for your Apple or Android device. And if you go to their site, you can kind of read about it, but it allows you to basically upload your photos that you took on your smartphone from your photo gallery app to your Fope app, allowing you to sell your images. And when people download these images, you get paid. So this is just a great way to sell photos, especially if you're somebody who has a lot of photos on their phone. You can sell each one for about $5, and you can sell the same photo an unlimited number of times. As you can see here, like I said, it's for both Android and Apple devices, no matter what kind of smartphone you have, and it will really help you make some extra income. And if you take a lot of photos, if you pay attention to which photos tend to get the most sales, you can really scale this up and turn it into a little business. Also, you might want to put those photos on ClashShot, which is similar to Fope. It has an Apple and Android device app that you can get, and it allows you to shoot, publish, and sell your photos, taking your photos from your phone to this app allows you to sell them without ever having to get out of your smartphone. You don't have to worry about all this editing. You don't have to worry about all this professionalism and accounts and all this kind of stuff that you would have to deal with if you sold regular stock photography. You just sell your photos, you find buyers, and they allow you to get commissions from them every time people buy your stuff. So they say each sale can range from 50 cents to $80. And so it might vary more than, say, Fope, but you have more potential probably per sale with ClashShot. So you might try that out as well. But you can sell photos, whether you're a professional or not, whether you have great equipment or not, straight from your phone to these apps. Number 5, you can do stock music. So let's say you like playing the guitar, you like playing the drums, you like playing different instruments and stuff. Maybe you're not into singing. Maybe you don't feel like you have the natural talent of a performer or an artist that could go on stage and tour around the world and stuff. Well, you could just sell stock photography instead. You don't have to worry about doing a bunch of live gigs and all that stuff. You can just make your music, edit it, make it sound good, and have it as good background music where people can buy it and use it in the background for presentations, videos, movies, and other things like that. Even YouTube allows for stock music that you can add to the background of your videos. So that's just one example of where people might buy it. But stock music has some great sites. There's 8 sites listed in this page here on demoduck.com that I want to show you. And I recommend you go down this list because these are high quality and some of the best stock music sites you can get on. And it might be a lot harder for you to sell as just a regular artist as opposed to just doing stock music that people just use in the background for their own tracks or for presentations, etc. So there's the Music Bed, there is Premium Beat, there's Audio Jungle, there's Marmoset, and there's some others like License Lab, Tune Fruit, Song Freedom, and Audio Network. So you might look into those 8 stock music sites and see which ones might make the most sense and put the same music on multiple sites to get the most sales. Number 6, Fiverr freelancing. So freelancing is a very good type of business to get in because it's something you can start as soon as today or tomorrow. You set up your profile, you use the skills you already have to get work and do projects for people that need work but don't want to hire an employee to do it. So you have sites like Upwork and places like that, but with the competition being so professional and having so much experience, you might want to start out doing Fiverr. Fiverr is actually easier to use, in my opinion. It's more simple, and typically you're not going to have as big of projects, of course, as say on a more professional site like Upwork, but you can have a lot of small gigs that really add up to a lot of money. And a lot of people actually make a full or part-time income from this site now. They started out just doing $5, $10, $15 services that you can offer. Now you can actually work your way up to selling hundreds of dollars per gig and make a lot of money from Fiverr. So a lot of people tend to go to Fiverr for cheaper services that, you know, if you go to Upwork or something, you might have people asking for engineers to create a prototype. You might have people looking to code a piece of software. You're not going to have stuff like that. This is more like people need a book cover done. People need you to troubleshoot something for them, to help them with SEO, to write a blog post for them, to edit videos for people or do voiceovers or translate or do some graphic design stuff. Stuff like that is what really people look for on Fiverr. And if you can really offer anything in any of these main categories, you might want to start some gigs on here. And you don't have to stick to one type of gig, whereas you might have to kind of stick to your main profile and type of work on another freelance site. This, you can just offer all kinds of different gigs, all kinds of different areas, and everything is taken care of on this site. You just go to fiverr.com and become a seller in the top right corner. Click that. It'll let you make a free account and start selling gigs where people pay you to do something for them. Number 7, 99 Designs graphic design. So graphic design, of course, is a skill that's in big demand. You can actually do graphic design on Fiverr. That's one place you can do this, of course. If you want to take it to the next level, though, I recommend trying 99 Designs, where you actually compete with other graphic designers. You get work, and then you get paid a lot more money because the services on 99 Designs are more premium than, say, Fiverr. So the very minimal cost of something on 99 Designs is a couple $100, whereas it's $5 on Fiverr. So you can do the math. They have some very high-end type of packages, and you get paid a big chunk of it if you get your design picked by the person who is looking for design ideas. So sometimes you'll compete with just a couple people, maybe. Sometimes you'll compete with a lot of people, depending on the project that you apply to do the graphic design for. So if you want to work just doing graphic design and not have to build your own website and build your own profile and all this stuff, if you just want to compete and just get results for people and get paid quite a bit for it, just go to 99designs.com, go down to the very bottom in the footer of the website and click Become a Designer here. That link will take you to the page where you can become a designer and start working with 99 Designs and getting paid. Another thing you can do is social media sponsored posts. So there's a few sites that I recommend for this. As an example, though, if you are a celebrity, if you're somebody who has a lot of people following you, let's say you have tens of thousands of followers on Twitter, for instance, you can get paid quite a bit just for posting a tweet on the behalf of a company. They will pay you for that. And that's it. You get paid just because they want to get their message, their marketing message, in front of a following like yours that gets lots of engagement and lots of views. So it helps both sides. You get paid just for sending a tweet. All you have to do, you basically copy and paste what the brand tells you to put in there, and then they pay you. Of course, you have to know where to get these types of deals. It's hard to do that. You have to have your own website and have, email back and forth, maybe an interview. But there's two sites that I want to recommend to you where this all comes together, where you can hook up with brands and create these sponsored posts like celebrities do. So sponsoredtweets.com is one that I would recommend. The great thing about this one is it's not limited to just one or two social media networks. It actually covers YouTube, WordPress, Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, and a lot of different brands. So brands can actually pay you for a sponsored post on just about any big network that you can think of that you could get traffic on. So it will actually tell you when you connect your social media accounts as well as your YouTube channel or WordPress blog, how much you should probably charge per post. So you go after the ones where you have the biggest following and the most engagement, and you can get paid a few $100s or even a few $1,000s per sponsored post that you don't even have to think of any content or anything. All you have to do is get the brand to agree to it, send you the message, and then you're done. You get paid for it. You post it in about 5 seconds. So you'll see like celebrities do this, actors, people with big followings. They'll get paid maybe $16,000 for a tweet. This is the type of stuff that they do. This is kind of how it works. So you would go to sponsored tweets. There's also paidpertweet.com. You'll also notice that there are some celebrities right here in the front page, like George Lopez. And this is just kind of a way where you hook up with other advertisers and they are looking for somebody with a big following. And then you get paid and they get the engagement on social media. So that's another thing you can do. If you're good with social media, you're good at finding things and posting stuff that people like, this can make you a lot of money with very little work. Number 9, domain flipping. So a lot of people think of flipping real estate or flipping cars, but there's actually a way to do this online with domains, which is basically virtual real estate. If you think about a website, it's basically your piece of real estate on the internet. And you can build up these websites and sell them. So how you build it is up to you. Maybe you're an expert in SEO. Maybe you're good with paid advertising. Maybe you're good at creating lots of valuable content on a certain subject. Maybe you make big websites. Maybe you make small niche websites. But the thing is, you need to go to sites like GoDaddy Auctions. You can go to auctions.godaddy.com. Of course, one of the biggest domain websites on the internet, but you can bid on websites. So maybe you buy low and then sell high if you can build it up, if you feel like the domain has something to work with. Maybe you already have some domains, or maybe you're going to make something up and then buy it and then build it up and sell it. So like I said, it's kind of like flipping real estate or flipping cars. You just increase the value and then you sell it to people that don't want to have to start from scratch with their own website and have money to work with. So you would do this on auctions.godaddy.com. You can also do this on flippa.com, which allows you to flip websites, domains, and apps. So these are some places where you can make thousands of dollars just on one website that you flip. You can make thousands from profit. So it's one of these I would recommend. You can obviously buy domains on GoDaddy and other places, build them up, whether it's through blogging or SEO or however you want to do it, and then you can sell them on GoDaddy Auctions or Flippa. If you want more of a good idea of how to do this, there is a video here on domainsherpa.com about somebody who made $58,000 profit flipping 8 domains in under 60 days. So that's really good for a couple months of work, and that's a lot of content to work with. Somebody who's made this much money in a short amount of time with this many domains. You will learn a lot from this interview. It's 48 minutes, and I definitely recommend you watch that if you're into maybe trying domain flipping. And number 10 is Amazon Underground apps. So we all know about apps. Apps are sold in the App Store for Apple or Google Play for Android, for instance. Or you can do free apps where you have paid in-app content. Maybe they upgrade within the app and you get paid for that. Or maybe you have a free app that has advertisements in it and you get paid just from people seeing those advertisements in the app. The thing about Amazon Underground is it gets rid of all of that. You don't have to worry about how you're going to sell the app, how you're going to get in-app purchases, or how to embed advertisements within the app. So you actually get paid based on the usage of your apps. So if you can make an app that's addicting to people and it's completely free, you have to strip it of, like I said, ads, purchases to buy the app, or in-app purchases. None of those things are allowed on Amazon Underground, but the app is completely free, and the more people use it, the more money you make. All you have to do is get people to keep using it. So if you come up with the next Candy Crush or something like that, where people just get addicted to a very simple app and keep playing it for hours per day, and then you get thousands of users, imagine how much money you can make just from people using the app. One thing that's for sure about an app is people have to use it. Okay? You don't ever know how many of them are going to click your ads, or how many of them will buy it, or how many of them will purchase in-app purchases. In many cases, the amount of people that do those things is like 1% of users maybe. So instead of even worrying about that and conversions and things like that, all you have to do is get it on here, get people to use the app, and get people to enjoy it enough to keep playing. So Amazon's Underground gives you a chance to do that. If you're into making simple apps or even complicated apps, however you want to do it, you can get paid just from people using the app and not worry about any of the other marketing stuff. So one example, Jetpack Joyride, a very popular app. You can get it on Amazon Underground. Everything's free, or you can pay all this stuff if you get it on a regular Google Play Store. So it's kind of up to you. If you want to create apps like this, you might make more money and it might save you a lot of headaches. It might be much easier to create the app without even having to put in all that stuff for sales and ads. So if you got something from this video, if you feel like you learned about some unique business ideas online that maybe you didn't think of before, or maybe you haven't already heard about, please like and subscribe so I can create more videos like this for you. If you want to let me know about some other unique ways to make money online that's a legitimate online business that I didn't mention, or if you want to just let me know what you thought about the video in general, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I'm always looking for feedback to improve these videos and make them more valuable to you. And like I said earlier in the video, you can go in the first couple sentences of the video description and find a link to selfmadesuccess.com, where I will have a specific page for this video, including all video notes, related content, and helpful resources like links and tutorials that I mentioned in this video, all in that one place. So I didn't want you to have to memorize all this stuff as I went through the video. All the stuff you need to get the most from this video is on that page. So other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a great day.